And now we'll get the predictions out for Dean Wallace's Dream Chojin Wrestling 20th Anniversary Special. The biggest night in Chojin Wrestling history, live from the Hammerstein Ballroom tomorrow night at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. It is the biggest night in Chojin Wrestling history, brought to you by Weekly Wallace and Ains Coliseum Video. In the first matchup, Richie Rich, Eva. Who win? I gotta go with Richie Rich. She outsmart. This rivalry goes all the way back to compounds, to mansions, and to party cabins, but never in an arena like this. Never in the hallowed halls of Hammerstein Ballroom. But I'm picking Richie Rich. It's to win, this time in a big arena. And in the 20th anniversary of the trap match, and there are 5 teams in there. Who will win? As much as I love Jackal or the Home Alone Wrecking Crew, but I gotta pick the Bullet Club. Whichever 2 members of the Bullet Club are they're gonna send in there, they're gonna clean house. And Australia versus Japan. Japan will be represented by Jarina Matsui, while Australia will be represented by Bill Pierce. Who will take it? And I gotta say Jarina Matsui. She's got the Destino, the move perfected and invented by Destiny Decimone in the 90s, and now perfected by Tetsuya Naito from Los Ingobernables de Japón in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And in the 205-pound respiration match, Jason Lee Scott II, Jim Preston, who will win? I gotta say Jason Lee Scott II, because he's a top young stud who is on the rise and will look to continue that role tomorrow night. And about titled A-Lister versus Hollywood, as The Miz from SmackDown Live goes up against Eggsy Unwin, from otherwise known as the new Agent Galahad. Your prediction? I gotta say, Eggsy Unwin will pull off the mighty upset against The Miz. But I don't like The Miz. He always cheats to win, but Eggsy will have something up his sleeve to get an upset. And in the big women's 5-way match, Kelly, Danielle, Leslie Rogers, Princess Paige Morgan, and Stacy Keibler. Who will come away with that? My pick is Kelly. He is, amongst all others, one of my all-time favorite divas, and I don't know whether she can be stopped. And she can build some momentum on the way to Evolution, the first WWE Women's pay-per-view. New York City Street Fight, Brother Nero, Jeff Hardy against the 17th U.S. President, Andrew Johnson. Your pick. While I have to say Brother Nero is going to delete Andrew Johnson back to his grave. Delete! HUW versus Chikara, who will emerge victorious? Princess Kimberly versus Darkseid. Who comes out? Well, I go say Princess Kimberly. He will slay the Darkseid. And then UCBW is calling out any wrestling company to come and fight them. Which pro wrestling company will have to man up and face the UCBW boys? You decide on my Facebook page of this event. Is it Impact Wrestling, WWE SmackDown Live, Smash Wrestling, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Major League Wrestling, WWE Monday Night Raw, Championship Wrestling from Arizona, Ring of Honor Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Chikara, or NXT? What will be your pick? And the most important question, which Impact Wrestling star will have the guts to go against Teen Backyard Wrestling World Champion and Dak Ryan on October 14th? 75% of Impact Wrestling talent has already been scheduled for Bound for Glory at the Melrose Ballroom. But if one of them has a match and already wins, then they may be eligible. For instance, if Allie does triumph against Su Yung and gets back her friends, Rosemary, and Kiera Hogan, then she is eligible to face Dak Ryan. However, if Su Yung prevails, she can go up against Dak Ryan. And Tessa Blanchard, if she retains, she can go up against Dak Ryan as well. But if Taya Valkyrie becomes the new Knockouts champion, she will have to immediately go straight to the Hammerstein Ballroom to accept Dak Ryan's challenge. Whichever you pick, Facebook fans, it'll be sure to please me. Hey, I want your votes. Which Impact Wrestling star will have the guts to go against Team Backyard Wrestling World Champion Dak Ryan on October 14th? And then we proceed on to our triple main event. The bull rope match for the AWA Third Belt World Heavyweight Championship. Team Captain Steve Kennedy versus Stan the Lariat Hansen. I predict that Team Captain Steve Kennedy will be the new Third Belt World Champ. And the best 2 out of 3 falls match for the AWA Interim World Heavyweight Championship. The Living Legend Larry Zbyszko versus Too Hot Zach Owen. Larry Zbyszko always keeps the interim title, but I believe there's going to be a changing of the guard. I predict Too Hot Zach Owen, the sensei of the Too Hot Carson City Chojin Academy, will be the new interim world champ. And Nathan, what about it in the main event? Looky there. It's the Prince of Autism, Nathan Wallace, versus Professional Peter Avalon. High stakes, high risk, inside the confines of a 15-foot steel cage. I'm picking Nathan Wallace. And I'm picking Nathan Wallace as well, unanimously. To go all the way, Nathan Wallace will sure to defeat a real wrestling representation, representing Chojin Wrestling, and get one step closer to a title he targets. So that is the predictions for tomorrow night's Nathan's Dream Chojin Wrestling 20th Anniversary Special Mega Show.